please. Watch your step, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, I'm going to ask you to speak into that microphone.
Okay.
All right? And keep your voice up so everybody can hear you.
Okay.
All right. Come on.
Thank you. Good morning. Could you please tell the jurors your first and last name?
Susan Bertolo.
And if you could just speak as loud as you can into that microphone, okay?
Yep.
Can you spell your last name for the record?
Bertolo.
And what city or town do you live in?
Plymouth, Massachusetts.
And where do you work?
Leaping Frogs Preschool.
Prior to working at Leaping Frogs, did you work at another preschool?
Yes.
Where was that?
Learning Sprouts in Duxbury.
And how long had you been with Learning Sprouts?
4 years.
Did you teach a particular age group at that preschool?
Yes, I taught the older preschool group.
Okay. And at Learning Sprouts, are the classes kind of divided up in some way?
They're divided by age, like toddlers, younger preschool, older preschool.
And is there a particular label to the rooms that they're in? Are they referred to in a particular way?
Yes, we were sunflowers.
So your group, the 3 to 5 year olds, is the Sunflower group?
Yes.
At first, this sounds like routine preschool testimony, but pay attention to the details. The witness is establishing the classroom structure, who supervised the children, and exactly how Kora moved through the school day. In a courtroom, those seemingly ordinary details can become crucial when prosecutors are trying to build a timeline. And the big question is, what did this teacher actually observe firsthand?
And can you tell us a little bit about how the day is broken up for kids in the Sunflower group?
Sure. So some children came in early at 8, and then the rest of the kids came in at 9:15. And then some were half day and some were full day.
And as far as, excuse me, your role with the kids in the Sunflower room, you primarily interacted with them in the mornings, correct?
Correct.
And when the kids get dropped off, is it fair to say the bulk of the kids get dropped off around 9?
Yes.
And does that happen kind of like in a wave where parents drop off and they're kind of taken into the room as a group?
Yes, so the way our classroom was set up, we met them. They were dropped off to us at the door, and then we brought them into our classroom.
And they stayed with you in that classroom throughout the morning, correct?
Yes.
And the kids who stayed for the afternoon, did they stay with you in the Sunflower room or did they go someplace else?
No, they did not stay with us. We closed up our room, and our kids, the majority of our kids, we had a couple, went over to the Sweet Pea room, which was across the hall.
And so are you familiar with Kora Clancy, or were you familiar with Kora?
Yes.
And was she in the Sunflower room with you?
Yes, she was.
Drawing your attention to September of 2022, what was her schedule, if you can recall?
I believe she was scheduled, I don't remember the days. I think she came 3 days.
Okay, and for the 3 days that she came, do you remember if she was just in the morning group, or were there any days that she eventually did an afternoon?
So in the beginning of the year, she was 3 days and then went full day. And then towards the end of her time in our room, she did one afternoon, I believe. No, I'm sorry, one half day.
Okay, so fair to say you then interacted with her at least 3 days.
Yes.
In the morning, and then she went to the Sweet Pea room in the afternoon?
Yes.
And who was the teacher in the Sweet Pea room?
Stephanie.
Would you be present when Kora was dropped off in the morning?
Myself or my coworker, Karen. We took turns.
And fair to say there were always the two of you assigned to one room with the number of kids in the class?
Correct.
Now, as far as drop-offs for Kora, did you have the opportunity to interact with parents at drop-off?
Briefly.
And for Kora, who used to drop her off?
Both parents dropped off, Pat and Lindsay.
Did you see one parent more than the other?
I recall seeing Pat more, but we took turns, so it was, we didn't really ask each other who dropped off.
When you say we took turns, you mean yourself and Karen?
Karen, correct.
Now, with the limited interaction at drop-off, did you have opportunities to interact in other ways with parents?
Yes.
And how did you interact with parents in other ways?
Email or typically our class dojo, which is an app for the class.
And that's something that can be done on the phone or a computer?
Correct.
And were the Clancys, meaning Patrick and Lindsay, fairly active or responsive to the dojo app?
Here's an important detail. Lindsay was described as the more responsive parent on the school's communication app, while both parents were involved in drop-off. That may seem minor, but witness testimony like this can help establish patterns of communication and parental involvement. Now the testimony shifts from the parents to Kora herself, and that's where things get much more significant.
Yes,
And do you know or do you recall who would be more responsive?
Lindsay.
How was Kora as a preschool student?
Amazing. She was wonderful.
Was she, in your opinion, ready for kindergarten?
Yes.
I'm going to draw your attention to January 23rd of 2023. Do you remember Kora coming that day?
Yep.
And do you recall who dropped her off?
I do not.
Did you notice anything different about Kora that day?
Yes.
And what was different?
She needed to use the bathroom several times more than she normally would.
And is there a reason why that kind of stood out to you, that she used the bathroom more than often?
Yes, because our classroom did not have a bathroom in it, so we would go down at scheduled times before snack or lunch, and if a child needed to go, one of us would take that child, and that particular day, she went several times extra.
And so between you and Karen, you were kind of taking her more often to the bathroom. Was she complaining of any belly pain or any other issues?
She didn't complain.
But the fact that she asked to use the bathroom was of note to you.
Here's an important detail. Lindsay was described as the more responsive parent on the school's communication app, while both parents were involved in drop-off. That may seem minor, but witness testimony like this can help establish patterns of communication and parental involvement. Now the testimony shifts from the parents to Kora herself, and that's where things get much more significant.
And when Kora transitioned that afternoon to go to the sweet pea room with Stephanie, did you pass along those observations to the afternoon teacher?
Yes, I did, because that was something that you would want a parent to know. It was unusual.
And during that morning group, you didn't feel it was necessary to reach out to either Patrick or Lindsay to report that, did you?
No.
But you reported it to Stephanie to pass along for the afternoon?
Correct.
And on that particular afternoon, were you at Learning Sprouts during pickup time?
Yes, I was.
And that wasn't always the case, was it?
Not every day, but I often would help out in the toddler room if they needed me to stay, and that is what I had done that afternoon.
So on that particular afternoon at pickup time, did you have the occasion to see Lindsay Clancy?
Yes, I did.
And did you have an opportunity to speak with her?
Yep, we spoke quickly, and I just was letting her know, and she did already know, but we just spoke quickly that she had gone a few times.
So you were letting her know about Kora going to the bathroom?
Correct.
And how did she respond when you told her that?
She said, I don't remember exactly the words, but basically that she wasn't glad that she wasn't feeling well, but she already had a doctor's appointment the next day so that she would let them know.
And that interaction was...
And now we have a direct interaction between Lindsay and the teacher. According to the testimony, Lindsay already knew Kora wasn't feeling well and said she had a doctor's appointment scheduled for the next day. Just as importantly, the teacher says Lindsay's behavior didn't appear unusual during that conversation. For the jury, that's another piece of first-hand testimony about Lindsay's demeanor immediately before the events that would follow.
It's fairly brief, correct?
Correct.
But appropriate.
Yep.
And they left that day.
Yep.
Did you notice anything different about Lindsay Clancy after you told her that or in that brief interaction than any of your other interactions with her?
No.
And you are a mandated reporter at the preschool?
Correct.
So if a child were to come in with any concerning marks or bruises or was saying something about things that were happening in the household, you would be required to report those to the Department of Children.
This is a legally important distinction. As a mandated reporter, the teacher had a duty to report suspected abuse or neglect when there were reasonable concerns, not simply every unusual behavior or minor illness. Her testimony is that she never observed marks, statements, or other concerns involving the family that triggered that duty. That doesn't answer every question in the case, but it tells the jury what this witness personally saw and, just as importantly, what she did not see.
Families?
Yes.
any concerns or reports regarding the Clancy family at all during the time that you were Cora's teacher?
Never.
And do you recall if Kora ever mentioned to you during class, during the time that you were teaching in the morning classes, a time when her mom was in the hospital?
Yes.
And what do you recall about that?
Just that she missed her mom, and she was vocal about that.
Do you remember about when that was that she said something about her mom being in the hospital?
It was I can't remember if it was in December or January. I just remember that it was said.
But fair to say it was closer in time to the last time you saw her as opposed to the beginning of the school year.
Yes.
Just to briefly go back to Cora's schedule, I know you say you can't remember exactly which days she came, but by January of 2023, Kora was coming for 3 full days and 1 half day, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Reddington.
No questions, thank you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. May sit down. Thank you.
The Commonwealth would call Stephanie Williams as its next witness, please.